It's the book of Alpharonomy, nigga. Read it or weep.
You know, your bitch want me to come through. She said she think of me when she with you. She really want a man to treat her right, and I can be the man la mama need for tonight. Your bitch want me to come through. She suffering from the beta nigga blues. She really want a man to beat it right, and I can be the man la mama need for tonight. I don't trust these hoes.
What's good, brothers? What's good? Let's get ready to do this thing, man. Turn the little gang down on the mic so we can get ready to get physical up in the joint, man. Salute to my brothers for being in the building. My brother D. Fleming is first on deck, ready to cause Rick with the wrench. Don't make him turn into the Grinch, because he'll kick you out of here in a cinch. You get? Almighty Brando, what up, man? Brownson, what up? GT Extra, what up with you, man? Born Chaser, what up, man? Nestor, what's up? Appreciate you being here, man. June, what up, bro? AJ, I see you, man. Knack back, what up, man? Tony Jones, what up, bro? Kid Famous, what's up, man? Oh, it's coming, bro, it's coming. Julian, what up, man? G, what's happening with you, man? Oh, I got it coming, bro. Neil, what up, man? Onyx, what's happening? Lottery Guru 7, man. Appreciate the super chat, bro. Lone the Barbarian, what's happening, man? Reg Horton, I see you, bro. Devin Israel, what's up with you, bro? Good to see you in the joint. BBD, what up, bro? Sinai, what's happening, man? Glad you made it too, bro. Mackenzie Vincent, what's up with your salute, bro? Primal Fitness, shalom, brother. 2021 legend, what's the business, bro? K Daisy, what's up, man? Monquay, what up, MA? Steven Rodriguez, ripping Newark in the joint. What's up with you, man? Louis, what's happening, bro? Reject, I see you in the building, bro. Appreciate you being in the joint. Three Kings, what up, man? Rudy, what's up, bro? Rob Cruz, man. Good to see you back in the joint. It's been a minute, bro. Awaki Copeland, what's up, man? Quaba LA, what's up, man? Peace to you. All right, let's get a few more minutes to get in here, man. And we're going to go ahead and get physical with this thing, man. I hope y'all been doing everything you have to do, man, to keep yourself safe, man, while they pushing this thing through the atmosphere on us out here. And but I still hope, man, that you've been enjoying your life, man, living your best life still. Crazy thing is, man, I think one of my older clients, man, I mean, she got some symptoms right now, man. So, you know, we'll see how that goes, man. S. Brown, what up, man? Still, I see you, bro. Super, what up? Trey Lane, what up, man? Simeon, I see you, bro. Let's give the people, man, let's give them another minute, 15 seconds, man. We'll give them a cold 5 to arrive before we show enough go live, you did? Let's get ready to make this thing happen. So listen, man, my new live stream schedule, man, is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, 11 p.m. on the East Coast, 9 p.m. on the West Coast. Well, 8 p.m. on the West Coast, my bad. I'll be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, man. So we're gonna jump on that schedule, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we'll see how that goes, man, because I got a couple of other irons in the fire, man. I got to kind of optimize my time, man. So, but hey, it's gonna be golden, man. When we come in, we're gonna come in, man. And y'all bear with me, man, because my old computer, man, it's about to die on me, man. And I'm waiting on my new joint to come, man. You know, the delivery been slow because everything is going on, man, around the globe, and with this corona thing, man. So it should be getting to me, man, middle of next week, man. Wednesday, Thursday next week is what they say, man. So we'll see, man. But man, I can barely edit 1080p footage on here, man. Like, even what I've been doing, just putting up like an image of myself, or put this up there, the StreamYard look, man. It's still, man, is really right now it's taking me 4 hours to do 3 hours worth of work, maybe even 2.5. It's taking me 4 hours to do 2.5, 3 hours worth of work, man. So my workload is it just ain't right, man. So I had to go ahead and bite the bullet, man. But I want y'all to look up this system, man. This Acer Helios Predator 300, man. That's the one I grabbed. So y'all bear with me, man. It's really gonna be cold, man, when I jump this thing off, man. So anyway, man, let's get into this thing because I could talk about that all day. Are you built to be an alpha male? Are you built to be an alpha male? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. And there are many men who know they're not built to be that. But instead of just going off, taking their ass off to do what they're going to do, they got to talk about the men who are built to be alpha males. See, this ain't about who is an alpha. This is about who's built to be an alpha. Now, how do you know you built to be an alpha? I'm glad you asked that question. These are the 4 questions that every man has to ask himself. What type of man do you want to be? What type of man do you want to be? Do you want to be a beta male simp mangina? Do you want to be a man who's taken advantage of by women? Do you want to be a man who's taken advantage of by other men? Do you want to be a man who does all types of unscrupulous things for $1? Do you want to be a man who forgoes money and says money is not an important thing and just lives, lives the most minimalist life ever and don't worry about money? What kind of man do you want to be? That's the first question you have to ask yourself, because it don't matter what kind of information you get. What kind of man do you want to be? You have to look at becoming the most alpha version of yourself, like a college freshman looks at, like a high school senior rather, looks at going to college. Before you can even think about what college you want to go to, you probably need to have what you plan on majoring in already in line. So you can pick a school. Let me get a sip here, man. So you can pick the school that offers that program and is respected as an accredited university who offers a quality version of that program. It's the same thing with being alpha. You got to ask yourself, what kind of man do you want to be? The second question you have to ask yourself, what type of man do you live to be? See, it's one thing to want to be a certain type of man, but do you live to be that type of man? Do you want to be a fit man? Well, what did your ass eat today? Do you even know what you ate today? Can you pull up an app or even go old school and pull up a notebook? Can you pull up anything and tell me what you ate today and how much of it you ate? Can you tell me what you ate 2 Thursdays ago by pulling up an app or notebook? If you can't, then you want to be fit, but you're not living to be fit. Do you want to be a single man? Okay, well, why are you in a situation with a woman that you absolutely detest and a situation that you absolutely detest even more? Because you want to be something, and everybody wants to be something. Like my grandma used to say, people in hell want ice water. But I bet ain't no popsicle truck coming through there. You got to live to be what you want to be. The third question you have to ask yourself, what type of man are you built to be? What type of man are you built to be? How did you grow up? How were you raised? Who raised you? Who taught you? Who kept your feet to the fire? Who reprimanded you when you crossed the line into something that wasn't masculine? Who guided you? Who stepped in and defended you when the women in your life tried to punk you or tried to put you in a situation where they were going to try to influence you to be a beta male simp mangina? Who jumped in and said, boy, don't you listen to that? Who jumped in and said, hey, stop telling that boy that? You get that boy out there, he's going to have himself in bad shape out there. How were you built? And the fourth question you have to ask yourself is, what type of man would you die to be? What are you willing to die for? In the face of a firing squad, what kind of man are you going to stand up with your chest out, head up, proud, and take those bullets and die that kind of man? These are the questions that you must ask yourself as a man. This is not about anything else other than you defining yourself. That's all this life is about, you defining yourself. So when I hear him say, alpha male don't have to tell you he alpha, I come right back out with another video the next day telling me how alpha I am. You know why? Because you are the first one who defines you. When you look at yourself in the mirror every day, you define who you are going out into the world. You determine what man you're going to be. You determine what man you're going to live as. You determine what man you're going to die as. You determine what man you're going to work as. You determine what man you're going to play as. You determine what man you're going to chill by yourself as. You determine what man you're going to chill with a broad as. You determine what man you are. And you stand on those principles. So let's get into this thing, man. Again, man, I appreciate y'all being in the joint. New live stream schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if I have something special to talk about, I might throw you an extra one in. Now, this is the regular live stream time. There will be some streams, some membership on, some members only streams, but that's neither here nor there. See, there's several aspects of life, several facets of life that we as men have to focus on. We can't just focus on one. Have somebody come in today and say to me, BOA, there has to be more to being alpha than just dealing with women. I said, fool. Dominating women is the most important part of alpha. That's step one. Fool turned around and said, no, it's not. Woman was put here to be beneath man. She was put here in that position. Man shouldn't focus on that. I said, fool. A man who can't master that gift has to focus on that. Because if you can't master the thing that was given to you to be beneath you by God, then you can't master nothing else that's above you. And then you got to fight to get above. You can't master an environment where another group of men have put themselves above you because they've dominated society and built it to what they want to be. You can't compete in that if you can't even dominate a woman. Needless to say, the boy kept talking crazy, man. So I just kicked him out the alpha sphere. Not before I linked him the last joint I put up about 10 things the alpha male should be doing, during the coronavirus quarantine. I had to send him away, but I sent him away with some information and let him know that he should have just listened to some content before he said something crazy and led to that situation. But I say this to you, man. There are some situations in your life that you had to make some drastic decisions in, and it's not just one. You can't just say, I'm going to be an alpha male, I'm going to be the most alpha version of myself. Well, what the hell does that even mean? I hear men say it all the time. Well, I'm becoming the most alpha version of myself. How? What are you doing? What are the steps? It ain't got nothing to do with how you feel. I feel like I'm alpha. It don't matter how you feel. What are the steps? We're going to get into some situations. Man, it's going to be some tough love, brothers. But it's still going to be all love. You dig? Master Me, appreciate the $20 super chat, brother. It's not 1984 anymore. What's good, bro? Appreciate it. Appreciate you joining the family too, man. So, a lot of times you hear me say, man, that you've been doing everything in your power to become an entrepreneur. Business owner, entrepreneur, come through, man. Build yourself into the man that you want to be. And you know the man you want to be is a man that's in control of your destiny. You want to be a man that's in control of your life. But are you built to be an entrepreneur? Are you built to be a business owner? You have to ask yourself this. There are men out here who are planning to open businesses, and deep down inside, they know they're not a business owner. They know they're not an entrepreneur. How do you know if you're not an entrepreneur? I'm going to tell you 3 ways to know if you're not an entrepreneur or businessman. Daryl Sayana, man, appreciate you joining the family, brother. New member. Appreciate it, bro. Would you fire your mama if she wasn't doing her job? Would you fire your daddy if he wasn't doing his job at your business? If your answer is no, because them your parents, this shit ain't for you. Keep working the job. The second way you could tell is, do you care more about the money or do you care more about the process? Do you care more about the money or do you care more about the process? Are you going through the process just to get the money? Or are you killing the process and the money just come along with how bad you killing the process? If your answer is you care about the money more than the process, this business shit ain't for you. It ain't meant for you to be an entrepreneur. Go ahead and keep working a job, bro. Ain't nothing wrong working a job, man. But what I'm saying, if that's your mindset, man, don't leave your job. Because in business, you're going to have to do a whole lot of work before you see a whole lot of money. No matter how fast it seems like somebody come up is, they did a whole lot of work before they start making a whole lot of money. And sometimes a whole lot of work with money out of their pocket. But the only way to survive through that, the only way not to give up on your goal, the only way not to give up on your dream, the only way not to give up on your business, man, is if you love the process. If every day you wake up and say, okay, process, you got the best of me yesterday, but I'm going to whoop your ass today, bruh. And you kick the process ass today. Every day it's a battle with the process. It's a battle. You and the process are not on the same side. You got to beat the process down in order to make it to the top. The process is really the enemy, but not the enemy, whereas the process is trying to hold you back. The process is in the ring fighting you. 12 rounds. Same as boxing, 3-minute rounds, 1 minute between. 12 rounds of boxing with you in the process. Either the process gonna knock your ass out or you're gonna knock the process out. There will be no decision. There will be no, we're not going to the judge's scorecards. You either gonna whoop the process or the process gonna whoop you. And you got to be sure enough cut out for the process and not even be focusing on the money, man, to beat the process. Because the process ain't thinking about the money. Business, entrepreneurship is not about money. It's about control. And you have to ask yourself, are you the type of man who would do anything to control your own life? It's not even about controlling women. It's not about controlling nothing in the world but yourself. It kills me how a man believes that he could be controlled by another man, but then go home and control his woman. There's a structure that's supposed to be in your life. It's supposed to be God, you, then your woman. That's supposed to be the control level in your life. That's the levels of control in your life. That's the number one control. Listen, bro, that's the only order of control in your life. God, you, then your woman. It's God, then you. If it's God and then somebody else and then you, bro, you got work to do in your life. You ain't on the level you need to be on. Now, of course, there are exceptions to this rule, man. I know men right now, man, who work jobs, man, but they honestly don't. They really don't answer to nobody except the owner. And it's to the point, it's not even an answering to. It's just that it's the owner's business. But I know guys who have absolute control over everything that goes on in a company. Like they pretty much run the show. So that's a little bit different animal right there. But under normal circumstances, that's just not the case. Just saw somebody say something that I agree with wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. Self-investment is the number one investment and number one return on investment. But you got to be willing to go to war and play for keeps. The most important part of that is play for keeps. Are you going to play? Let me ask you something. If you're sitting at the table with somebody in business, sit down, contractual agreement, and you see that they're about to sign a deal, you put your offer on the table. Of course, your offer is your side heavy, and you expecting them to come back with an offer that's their side heavy, but they're going to accept your offer. Your offer is not very beneficial to them long term. What are you going to do? Are you going to say, well, nah, man, I'm going to go ahead and, well, let me go. I'm going to go ahead and keep, let's not do that. Let's make it a little bit more even for you. Are you going to sign your name on that shit quick as you can get the pen in your hand? Which one you going to do? If you're going to be kumbaya and say, well, no, brother, don't sign that. Let's just do, then this business thing ain't for you. If you're a nice guy, business ain't for you, bro. You can't be a nice guy in business. You simply can't do it. Nice guys don't just finish last with women. Another thing, man, you have to ask yourself, are you built to be in your physical prime at all times? Are you built to be in your physical prime at all times? Can you forego the alcohol? Can you forego the cakes, pies, ho-hos, dum-dums, and cookies? Can you forego all of the needless, endless sex where you're dumping all of your testosterone, all of your strength building hormone, all of your muscle building hormone into this woman? Can you resist all of those things that are detrimental to you being in your physical prime? Can you stay from in front of your computer self-raping yourself? If your answer to any of these things is no, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I enjoy those things. Then being in your physical prime ain't for you. You ain't built to be in your physical prime. Are you doing everything in your power to eliminate the stress factors in your life, bruh? If not, being in your physical prime ain't your thing. You ain't built for that. You don't live for that. You ain't gonna die for that. You might die, you keep eating like that, but you ain't gonna die for that. You don't want to be that. You see, we got to keep in mind, brothers, that we are solely 100% responsible for how our lives shape up. Yes, there are going to be obstacles in the road. There are going to be bumps in the road, but it's all about what you do when you get to that obstacle. I'm like a bumper car. I just bump into shit. You know what I'm saying? If there's an obstacle, I'm going to bump into it first, see if I can knock it down. My first inclination is try to go through it. That's always my first inclination. There's an obstacle, let's run straight through it. Let's bulldoze it. Sometimes I end up, going to and be like, well, I could probably go ahead and get through it like this, but let me optimize my approach. And then I realized that, well, it might be a little bit easier and quicker to go around this, a little bit more efficient to go around this one. That happens sometime. But the first thing I'm gonna do is run head slap into it. I'm telling my man, put on football helmet and hit that boy like Bo Jackson. But that's just my thing. You may go around it first. See, there is no right or wrong. Let me tell you what right or wrong is for a man. When you're striving to become the most alpha version of yourself, the only thing wrong is you not doing the best you can do to become the most alpha version of yourself. You not going as hard as you can to become the most alpha version of yourself. You not eliminating all of the things that are detrimental to you becoming the most alpha version of yourself. That's the only thing that's wrong. We all have our own paths to become the most righteous, the strongest, the most paid, the most mentally stable version of ourselves. We have our own paths to that. But along the path, the obstacles are the same. Your path may be different, but your obstacles are going to be the same. There's only a handful of obstacles we can face as men. We're going to face the same obstacles, just on different paths and at different times. That's why when we talk, all of this applies to all of us. Are you willing to be in your physical prime, man? Do you lust to be in your physical prime? Let's use a term like lust. Lust is a really strong thing. How much do you want to be in your physical prime? How much do you want the benefit of being in your physical prime? See, we get a lot of talk about, well, you know, women ain't good. Let me tell you something. There ain't nothing like being in your 30s, 40s, and seeing a little 21, 22-year-old chick, man, melt just in your presence. I'm talking about melt like butter. You can spread her ass on a piece of toast just from your presence. Now, your alpha energy is there, but the alpha energy coming out of 300-pound body ain't the same as alpha energy coming out 210, 212-pound body that ripped to shreds. Whole different thing. The energy is one thing. You add the visual to the energy, and your experiences with women are totally different. Be Real Mahogany, appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. Bro say, truth be told, it's been 6 months. I took my attention away from women. Everything around me has enhanced. Be aware you speak the truth. Salute, brother. Salute for that strong move, man. That's definitely a strong move, bro. Definitely a strong move. See, you have to ask yourself, do you truly prize yourself? Like, I want you to really think about this every day. I want you to ask yourself, do you prize yourself? Do you even know what prizing yourself means? That means no matter what the situation is, you elevate yourself above everyone else. No matter what anybody else says, no matter what anybody else thinks, you block that out. You tune that out. You elevate yourself above everyone else, because in every situation, you are the prize. You are the prize for who? Yourself. It don't matter if a woman think you the prize or not. It don't matter if some dudes think you the prize or not. It don't matter if the system think you the prize or not. It don't matter if your educational, your institution of higher learning, it don't matter what anyone thinks. The only thing that matters is that you are your prized possession. You view your life from your own perspective. It don't matter what other people think. As a man, you got to stop worrying about what other people think. You ain't got time to be worrying about what nobody else's perspective is, man. That shit is a waste of time. Who cares what somebody else's perspective is? Whether they close to you or not, who cares what their perspective is? Their perspective is based on their own lives. Man, I ain't got time to be worried about nobody's life. I could care less. That's the mindset you have to have, man. You can't waste time doing dumb shit. You simply can't do it. So are you built to be the prize? Do you live to be the prize? Do you want to be the prize? Would you die to be the prize? Are you standing on the principles every day that remind you that you're your prized possession? See, when I say men are the prize, I ain't talking about with women. I'm talking about, man, we the prize with ourselves. It's for a woman to determine if you the prize to her or not. Who cares? Who cares what she thinks? All that matters is how she interacts with you. That's all that matters. If she got to stay away from around me for months, and she can only come around me every 3 months because that's how much time she need to recover from bowing down and being submissive to me while she around me, hey man, that's fine. It could be 6 months, but when she come around me, there's a certain interaction that I'm going to accept, and I'm not going to accept none of that other shit. You know why? Because I am the prize to me. So you gotta understand this. Women were created for us, not the other way around. That's why you never hear me say anything about revering a woman or pedestalizing a woman or putting her on. I don't never say as far as doing that. Now, sometimes I say don't do it, but I've never advised a man under any circumstances to pedestalize a woman. Anything that's on the pedestal is something your ass got to reach up and get. That means it's above you. If it's not above you, it's not on the pedestal. That's what a pedestal means. When you go to a church, a pulpit is a pedestal. The man is on a pedestal, talking down to you about something they probably don't really even know about that well. You have to believe that women were put here to serve your purpose. Now, not every man. You got to be an exceptional man. Every man out here don't deserve to have a woman serve his purpose. Now, I ain't gonna tell you that lie. You got to be an extraordinary man in order to deserve that. There's a certain type of man that the woman was put here to serve, not every man. But we're talking about being that type of man. We're talking about, are you built to be an alpha male? Or are you built to be a nigga who talk about being alpha all the time? Champion game coach EO, salute to the brother EO, man. Brother, say much respect, Doc. Salute to you, brother. Hey, man, y'all go over there and check EO out, man. That's a smooth cat right there, man. Smooth cat. You know what I'm saying? Drop some real top-notch game on you, man, about these bras. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate the $5 super chat, man. All this is about, man, is putting yourself next to God. There's God, then there's you. That's it. There's God, then there's you. If you have a woman in your life, then of course she's beneath you. This is not any downing women or talking bad about them or anything. That's just the natural order of things. But if you don't believe they are, then you're not built to have a woman bow down to you and submit to you and put in work for you and prove herself to you and dedicate herself to your movement and your cause. Work her ass off, man, to help meet your objectives. If you don't believe that's what she's here for. Because this is the thing. Let me tell you how believing that women are here to benefit you elevates your level of life. Because for one thing, if you have any type of inclination about being the prize, then there's a certain level of women that you're going to interact with. And when you see that they got their shit together, when you see that those women on top of their game, guess what it's going to do for you? Guess what it's going to do for you? It's going to help you come out of the doldrums that you've been in all this time and elevate your own self. Not because you got to elevate yourself to get the woman, because you really don't. Women who got paper and prestige, man, and live fly and have done well for themselves, man, always deal with cats who ain't got nothing. We've seen this throughout our lives. They always deal with cats who ain't got nothing. You know, not all of them do, but we see several situations in our lives where they always pick a cat who ain't got nothing. But you're doing that because when you meet this woman, you want her to be beneath you on every level. She got a little money, so what? You got a lot of money. She got a whole lot of book sense, so what? You got all the common sense and the shitload street sense too. And you self-educated, so you got a bunch of book sense on top of that. She well known in her community. That's good. Shout out one BOA, baby. I'm known worldwide. Got a homie in here right now from London. My homie Philippe always coming here from Nigeria. Got a couple of cats in Istanbul, Turkey. You understand what I'm saying? So what we talking about is elevating yourself as a man to the level where a woman has no choice but to be beneath you, whether she chooses to or not. Because when you look around on your level of life, there is no woman on that level. There ain't too many men up there. See, this is the thing, brothers. There are certain situations that a man can go through in life that are going to ruin his chances of being the most alpha version of himself. There are men out here who've gone through terrible divorces and, they feel like victims. And there's nothing you can tell them that's going to make them not feel like a victim. Any man who feels like a victim for any reason, if you are living your life as a victim, you're not built to be alpha, bro. You're absolutely not built to be alpha. Got the brother Cairo Smith from Korea, Panther from London, Abdi Ali, Australia. So like I was saying, international. It don't matter how well she's known in her area. Baby, there's at least one cat. We can fall through Australia. There's at least one cat in Australia. I can hit up and say, hey, look, brother, I'm about to touch down in Australia this Friday. Let's link up. Show me around the place, man. Help me get my bearings about myself. That's international flavor right there, man. You understand? That's international player shit right there. Got Thailand in the building. The brother J Lax repping that Washington. Josh T repping H-Town. International, baby. Hey, man, everybody, man, hey, bro, put your locale in the joint, man. Let's all link up. Let's all blast off in the joint, man. This is the alpha sphere, man. This is our place. This is our domain. This place is a place for us to come, man. It's a place for us to come where everything is going to be all alpha. We ain't got to worry about no betas. They fall through from time to time. We get them on out of here. We get the bouncer to throw them out. This is a members only club, bro. Rob Cruz, appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. Salutations from NYC. Man, we thick in NYC. When I get out here and start making these runs, man, we thick in NYC. We thick in H-Town too, man. Got New Mexico in the joint, Baltimore, Central Florida. Man, bro, B757 NYC. That's that boy that here intercontinental player, man. Julian Buffer, man. He's an intercontinental player. Be everywhere. Got Bronx Dunn, man. My boy from the BX in the building, man. Cincy in the joint, man. Jacksonville, man. I got an old head partner, man, in Jacksonville, man. Nigga used to be a high school basketball phenom, man. Nigga named Keith Owens, man. He was a beast, man. Point guard, he was a beast. The D in the joint. Oh, man, Canada in the joint as well, man. Salute to you brothers, man. Salute to all the brothers, man. Boston in the joint. Repping, man. I appreciate it, brothers. I appreciate Tulsa, man. Tulsa might be the first one. Windsor, Canada. Yeah, BBD. I know BBD up there across the border, man. DC. Got quite a few cats in Florida as well, man. Chi-Town for sure. Seas, I know about you. Vancouver, British Columbia. Man, listen, bro. Cashville, Tennessee. Getting them Tennessee. Say 10 for me. Trevor Turner, what's good, bro? Representing NYC. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Alpha Sphere, bro. Carla Clausen, appreciate the $50 super chat, shot. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being in the joint. M. Jones, man, appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. Say peace and prosperity, bro. Yeah, the alpha for sure. Yeah, the alpha. The M.I. Yale, Casper, what up, man? Now Memphis, what up, man? Man, the bro is deep in the joint, man. Devil's Reject, Haitian, ha. So you got to think about this, man. When you understand women, you don't make the same mistakes that you made before. When you understand women, you only deal with them one way. You deal with all women the same way when you understand women. You don't treat them bad. You don't treat them good. You treat them the way they act. It's a simple thing. If you can't buy into the concept that every woman must be treated how she acts, her behavior must be rewarded with your response. If you can't wrap your mind around that, man, this alpha shit ain't for you, because you're going to be up and down, around and around when it comes to dealing with females. Everything is even killed. As an alpha male, you deal with business a certain way. You deal with your health a certain way. You deal with your paper a certain way. You deal with your family a certain way. You deal with your God a certain way. And you got to deal with women a certain way. There's only one way. Ain't a whole bunch of things going on, bro. There ain't a whole bunch of things going on. Because we understand what see, let me tell y'all something about female nature. You know, I don't really like to talk about female nature a whole lot, man. It's too much talk about it, too much crybaby talk about it, when there ain't nothing to cry about. There's something to be happy about if you understand female. Let me tell you what female nature is. Female nature does not determine that every woman acts this way, that every woman is this or every woman is that. Female nature strictly determines how women respond to certain stimuli. If a woman doesn't have this stimuli in her life, she's not going to be responding like that. You can't look and say that all women are, this or that. No, the circumstances and situations that women face cause them to make those decisions that we apply to feminine nature. A woman who doesn't, listen, man, a woman who is paid is probably, now there are probably some greedy women out there, but a woman who's paid is probably not going to be trying to get no man for his resources. She's not going to be trying to, get with nobody for paper to try to live off of them. She already got her own paper. So we say all women do this or all women do that. Yes, in a certain situation, if you put every woman in a situation where she's financially struggling and you put a paid beta male around her, she's going to milk him for everything he got. Everything she can get out of him, she's going to milk him. But that's what betas are for. Keep smiling, keep shining, knowing she can always count on you. For sure. Because that's what simps are for. In the good times and the bad times, you'll be breaking bread forevermore. Why is that? Because that's what simps are for. That's what simps are for. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Who are we to have a problem about a woman taking advantage of a simp? Who are we to have a problem about a woman taking advantage of a beta male? Who are we to have a problem with a woman taking advantage of a man who leads with his wallet? Who are we to be upset with a woman for taking advantage of a man who sees her with 4 children by 5 men and he's going to step in and be stepdaddy to all of them? Who are we to have a problem with the woman when the man is the one who puts himself in that situation because he is not built to be alpha? I'm not standing in the gap for no nigga who ain't built to be alpha because he's making bad decisions. If you want some information, I'll give it to him. But I'm not finna go hard on no women for what they did to nobody else. I'm not finna go hard on no women for breaking no nigga heart. Because they ain't break mine. Because I didn't put myself in that situation. I'm not finna go hard on no women, man, for taking no men, for getting whatever they get from a man in a divorce. You're the fool who went and got married, man. Hell, I look like. I'm not finna take up nobody battle for them. It ain't no battle. The battle is with you understanding that you made bad decisions and accepting the fact that your decisions are the reason that you ended up in the situation you in. Let me tell you something. If you look at any situation in your life at any point, now there's some extenuating circumstances, and I've talked about those before. I want to talk about them right now. And, you know, in some of the most extreme situations, especially when you were a child. But I'm talking about as an adult man, if anything is ever taking place in your life, anything, and you blame somebody else besides yourself, you ain't built for this alpha shit, man. You ain't built to be alpha. You're too ready to give other people power in your life. Whenever you blame somebody for something and you tell yourself that you were powerless to affect it because they controlled it, you have allowed somebody to dominate your life. You can't bounce back from that and become the most alpha version of yourself when there's somebody in the world you look at as a dominant person in your life, man. Everything. If there's something you feel like that about, you better take this weekend, man, and trace it all the way back down, tear it all the way back down to his very least compound and figure out the decision you made that happen. It's decisions, man. So if you're in a situation, man, where you a stepdad and you not appreciated and the children talk to you crazy and the woman talk to you crazy and you got to fight the baby dad and you got to do all that, man, don't you ever come, man, let me tell you something. That's your situation, bro. Do not hit me up for no damn consultation. Nobody else whose situation that is better not hit me up for no damn consultation. Come and refund your shit. I don't want to talk to you. Oh, man, what I need to do, man? Man, what the hell you mean what you need to do? Man, the woman doing this. And man, I don't want to listen to no man talk like he the victim. I don't listen to men play the victim. I'm not doing it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't give you no advice on it. I don't want to listen to no man who play the victim. There's somebody out here who does, but his name is not Dr. BOA. I don't want to listen to a grown man who is a victim, who lives life by. I don't want to listen to a woman who lives by victim mindset. Hell, I want to listen to a man for. Be real. Appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Bro say in this so-called modern times, alpha beta is simply a choice. Man, it's simply a choice, bro. It's simply a choice. Now, it's a tough choice. For some men, it's a tough choice. Because I'm going to be honest with you, man. Being beta is easy as hell. It's easy as hell to be beta, bro. It's hella easy to be beta. It don't take no effort to be beta. It take effort for me to be beta. I got to suppress some shit to be beta. But for the average man, it don't take no effort or energy to be beta. It don't take no energy, man, to let a woman lead you, man. All you got to do is do what the woman tell you to do. And get all the benefits of having her around you. Her telling people, this, I got a good husband. I got a good man. My baby love me. I love you, baby. My pretty little baby. There's nothing you can do to keep me away from you. That's it. There's men out here who live for that. They want that in their lives, man. They can't see it no other way. That shit floats their boat, man. They want to be the man that a woman says is good. They want to be the man that a woman says is nice. They want to be the man that a woman calls her friend. That's what they want. It makes them feel good. to make a woman feel good. I said it makes them feel good to make a woman feel good. And if that's your outlook, man, if your outlook, man, is that it make you feel good to make a woman feel good, man, you ain't built for this alpha shit. You ain't built for it, bro. It ain't your thing. And that's fine. Listen, bro, let me tell you something. It's fine if being alpha ain't your thing, but you got to accept that. And you got to live the life that's built for you, the life that you're built for. This is not, man, let me tell you something, bro. Man, living the alpha life ain't easy, man. It ain't easy, especially in the beginning, because you gotta dirty your brain. You've been brainwashed. You got to put some dirt on your brain. You have to understand, man, that that's just not the way to go about things, man. Osito, man, welcome to the Alpha Sphere. Virgil Elkins Jr., man, appreciate you joining the family, brother. Appreciate the membership. Family is growing, man. The family is growing, man. We getting close to that number, man, for these members on the live streams, man. They're gonna be killer. See, when I talk about applying the pimp game, applying pimp principles to the square world, I talk about that because that's the only way to deal with women. You reward women for their behavior, or you punish women for their behavior. Now, in the square world, your punishment may not be as extreme as in the pimp world, but the punishment you give a woman in the square world is to drop her. Women hate rejection. And nothing is worse for a woman than to be cut off from a man that she thought she had something going on with, from a man she thought was really interested in her. Because truth be told, man, women love for attractive men to be interested in them. It don't matter how attractive she is. There are women with YouTube channels, man, who don't do them but talk about how, in their lives, this is what they say, that attractive men, man, just be trying to date them all the time. Like, it makes them feel good. They need that validation. They need that validation of, being able to go out with attractive men, going on dates with attractive men. They love it. It makes them feel good about themselves. That's why they continuously beautify themselves. You find a woman who does continuously beautify herself, that's because attractive men don't try to get at her. That's just the reality of it. You find me a man who talks bad about choosing signals, man, and elevates the cold approach above, getting attraction confirmation from. If they elevate the cold approach above the hot approach, then that man he doesn't get much attraction confirmation, or he's too damn dumb to know when he does. The problem is the majority of these men don't know when a woman's attracted to them. They need something concrete. They need a woman to say, "Hey, you over there, I like you. You want to come talk to me and buy me a drink?" That's what they need. That's what they need, man. They need coming to America. I want to tear you apart and your friend too. That's what they need. See, if you're a man who doesn't understand that dealing with women is strictly about rewards and punishments for her behavior, you ain't cut out for this shit. Because you're going to find yourself always saying, "Man, I think I might have found the one. I think I might have found the one. This is her. I like her. She the one, man. No, I think I'm gonna play a card in, man. I'm gonna go ahead and turn and play a card in, man. I think I got the one I want, bro. She the one, bro. Man, ain't no one. If we were 12, she still be the 2 because I'm the one. Can you dig it? See, another thing, bro, is this right here, man. You have to hang your hat on something that you're the done of. You have to hang your hat on something that you're the done of. That's how you elevate yourself. There has to be something that you're the done of. In your world, you ain't got to be done of the world. You don't know everybody in the world, nor do I. But in your environment, there's something you have to be the done of. That's how you elevate yourself to these different levels of alpha, man. You elevate yourself by being above everyone in your current environment. This where we go back to being the prize. You elevate yourself above everyone in your environment by hanging on that one or maybe even two things that you're better than everyone at. And you keep enhancing that thing, pushing it further and further above everyone. That's how, if you never feel like you're on a level with peers, then you always are motivated to grow. When you get to the point where you feel like you're on a level with peers or you're on a level with people who are above you, it's hard to try to grow to the next level when you still think you got to grow past the people that you on the level with now. You got to always feel like the level you're on is beneath the level you're supposed to be on. That's what motivation and elevation is about. You got to feel like whatever level you're on is not the level you're supposed to be on. It's levels below that. And you got to keep going upward. That's what upward trajectory is about. It's about not getting to a point where you feel like, man, I've arrived. None of us have ever arrived. See, female nature is a blessing, brothers. Female nature is a blessing. I had a dude in the comments jump in and say, well, man, if they ain't gonna be faithful, if that's how it is, then you can't be, man, that's wrong for a woman to be that way. How's it wrong for a woman to be who she is? You can't say this is female nature and then say female nature is wrong. No, it ain't. Just like a dog pissing up beside a fire hydrant ain't wrong. That ain't wrong. If a dog walking down the street and come take a dump in your yard, a dog gonna take a dump in some grass, not on the concrete if there's grass available. That's what dogs do, man. That's the nature of a dog. Is it wrong? No, you may not like it, but is it wrong? No, you don't want to do anything to a dog. You want to talk to the owner. Hey, man, why you let your dog take a dump in my yard? You should have pulled your dog out the yard. You knew your dog was going to do that. That's what dogs do. Same thing with women, man. Female nature is female nature. If you understand female nature, you should be dealing with women with relative ease now. If you understand female nature, you should be dealing with women with relative ease, bruh. I'm talking about with relative ease. It should be simple because you completely understand her nature. So you know what's going to happen when you do that, or you say that, or this happens in her life, or that happens in her life. You know you should be able to deal with women with your eyes closed. You shouldn't even have to think about it anymore. It should simplify your interaction with females. But you know why it doesn't? Because the majority of these men are too damn emotional. And if you respond with emotion, I don't care what the emotion is. If your first response is always emotion, you ain't built for this alpha shit, man. You ain't built for it. It ain't for you, bruh. And that's cool if being alpha ain't for you. It ain't for everybody, man. It ain't for everybody. If you can listen to alpha information, man, and improve your life in any way, man, that's a positive step. That's what it's about. It's not about you saying, okay, I'm an alpha now. It's about you improving your life, man. And I'm breaking down these ways right here because these are things that men tend to look over. Female nature is a blessing. And I find it very pleasing to capitalize on female nature. Female nature is how the Most High made women. That's who they are. I still view them as a gift. Every man, a woman is a gift. You just got to know how to use the gift. You got to know how to use the gift. You got to know how to pull the ribbon off that thing, man, and expose the gift. Open the box. Let the gift come out. She's put her as a gift. You just too busy trying to be a gift. What do we call a gift? A gift, a present, a prize. A gift and a prize are the same thing. God gave you a gift because you're the prize. He gave you a gift for you because you're a prize to him. What the hell are you doing? I don't understand it, man. See, let me tell you something, man. Now, and this is real talk, man. And nobody in here can deny this. Even I can't deny it. None of us have probably been simps. But we've all found ourselves in at least one beta male situation. We've all been in at least one beta male situation. In some type of monogamous relationship or trying some type of monogamous relationship, man, or kicking it with someone with a kid or something like that, man. I'm talking about kicking it with it in a serious way. We've all been in some beta situations. But have you been a willing simp? Are you a willing simp? Are you a man who is a simp right now and you are a willing simp? You don't want to not be a simp. When I tell you something about man, you sending me, letting one run you, man. Somebody jumped in the comments the other day, man, and said, this is strange. Men shine away from letting their wives rely on them for financial support and guidance and protection and all that. Man, let me tell you something. Like I told that brother right there, where are the wives in Western society in the current times? Find me the wives, not the women who want to get married. I'm talking about the wives. Find me one. It does not make you a simp to provide for your family. It makes you a simp to provide for another man's family. So if you meet a woman and let's say she's been married or she's been, legally or just common law. And she's got 3 children by that man. You step into that situation, you're taking care of that man's family. That's that man's family. I'll tell you something else. And we ain't going to get too deep into this right now. I may talk about this over on the King Ray joint. If a woman leaves her man, in God's eyes, that woman is still with that man. God never gave a woman the right to leave her man, ever. You can't find me nowhere where in the Old Testament, a woman didn't have the right to leave her man. And then in the New Testament, Jesus came right back and said, man, that nobody can leave nobody. So if you want to look at that, the woman still ain't got the right to leave her man. So if a woman ups and leaves her man and that man still wants his woman, guess what? Man, you done moved on, man, and got with that man's wife, man. You're living in an adulterous situation because that woman didn't have no power to leave her man, bro. I want y'all to think about that, man. I want y'all to keep that in mind. Now, you think about a situation that you may have been in like that. Think about a situation you may have been in where you took time to win a woman over. Newsflash to my brothers in the Alphasphere, newsflash to everybody else on this platform and every other platform. If you got to win a woman over, the game was already rigged against you. She don't want you, bruh. If you got to win her over. See, you got some people at a college, at a university. Let's say a university basketball team, football team, baseball team. You got some boys who get scholarships. The school want them there. They get a full athletic scholarship, 4 years. And then you got cats that come and they have to walk on. They didn't get no scholarship. They're either paying to go to school or they going to school on some academic stuff, but 9 times out of 10 they paying to go to school. They walk on and try to win a spot on the team. They ain't on the team. They got to win a spot on the team. They got to win the coach over. And then he may give them a scholarship the next year. It's the same principle when you got to win a woman over. See, that's a beta male situation that I'm quite sure the majority of us has been in, winning a woman over, wooing a woman, putting ourselves in a situation where the woman finally gives in to us and gives us an opportunity to be in her life now. Her life. Like her life is this exciting thing. But we've done it. But the man who is a happy simp, man, this ain't his thing, man. Alpha ain't for him. And there's other ways that men are simps. If you always say no alphas, you're a simp. If you're always blaming somebody, you're a simp. And the worst simp in the world is simp who blames women. The simp who blames women, especially for the things that go on in his life. But there are black men who blame women for the things that go on in the world, in America, for black folks. There are men who say that our women have defeated us. That's what you're saying when you blame them for your plight. You're saying that they have been stronger and they have lasted longer than you have in this battle. And you've been whipped. Hey, man, let me tell you something. When you're the prize, you are the one who's sought after. And any man who can't embrace that is just not built for this alpha shit. And that's okay. It's okay, man. Let me tell you something, bro. Even when I talk about the cold approach, man, I ain't never told dudes, man, go kill yourself if you cold approach women. I ain't never told dudes, man, you don't deserve no money if you cold approach women. I ain't told dudes you don't deserve no women if you cold approach women. I simply said cold approach is beta. But them niggas do a bunch of beta stuff. It ain't like cold approach the only thing a beta male does. But they took offense to that. If I had said doing your old lady laundry is beta, probably some of them they wouldn't have said that because they do their old lady laundry. Man, let me tell you something. There's just certain things that an alpha man is not going to do. It ain't about them being right or wrong. It's just them shits just ain't alpha, bruh. I'm not saying it's wrong to wash your old lady drawers if that's what you want to do. I never talk about wrong or right unless I'm talking about the Most High and the word of the Most High. But when I'm talking about us as men and our character, I am not ever saying what's right or wrong. I'm saying what's alpha and beta. So you could do some of these things. I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying they're not alpha. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying they're not alpha. And that's what we talk about. We don't talk, man, listen, bro, we don't knock other men for what they do. We just let those men know that they're beneath us. You know what I'm saying? But whether they do that or not, they're beneath us because we prize ourselves. Everyone is beneath us. If you don't view the world that way, man, then something's wrong. See, this is the thing, man. This is about being in self-approval mode. Self-approval, self-validation, self-pedestalization, self-prioritization. It's about self, man. Tayon Jackson, appreciate $2 super chat. Bro said if you have to win her over, you're only getting petty loving. That's it, man. That's it, bro. Are you in 100% self-approval mode? Whose approval do you seek in your life? Are there multiple people? Is it a woman? Is it your parents? Is it your peers? Who is it? See, there's a group of men who are in self-approval mode. Everything I do, bro, I do it because I approve of it. I do it because I feel proud of those things. I feel dedicated to those things. Those things mean something to me. But the majority of men aren't in self-approval mode. They need to be validated. They need to be made to feel like they look good. You know how many men, man, don't feel like they look good, man, unless a woman talk to them? And this ain't even about looking good. That's superficial. But you know how many men want to look fly too. But you know how many men don't think they fly, man, if a woman don't let them know they fly? Come on, bro. That's crazy to me. That's crazy, man. Don't make no sense to me. See, let me tell you something, bro. It gets to a point on this alpha journey where you realize that you just don't really give a damn about too many things. You just get to the point where you realize, man, damn, there's a lot of things I used to care about. I just don't give a damn about them no more. Eventually, you grow to the point where damn near everything around you is obsolete, man. Man, listen, bro, everything around me is insignificant. That's why I'm not going to cold approach a woman, because women are too insignificant to me for me to cold approach one. I ain't never seen one and nothing about her that make me think that she's such a great addition to my life that I'm feeling like I don't, how is that going to benefit me? How is it going to benefit me to go talk to her? I don't do shit that don't benefit me. Like, there has to be a 50, and that's low for me. I don't like 50-50 odds. I prefer 65-35 or 70-30 odds, to be honest with you. But it's 50-50. How does it benefit me to take a 50-50 chance to go talk to a woman who has no benefit in my life? She hasn't benefited my life. I don't know nothing about her. I don't want to know nothing about her because I don't want to waste my time finding out something about her only to realize that she can't contribute nothing to my movement. So me not cold approaching women is way deeper than me just, I don't want to talk to no woman. I don't want no woman to reject me. I don't want all these things these fools be saying. Me not cold approaching women is because she's not worth a cold approach. She's not worth a cold approach. It's like me going in the grocery store right now, man. I want to buy a watermelon, man. They were $6.99 yesterday. I go in there today, man. They want $49 for a watermelon. Am I going to get them $49 for a watermelon? Hell no. It better have some Jack and the Beanstalk seeds where I throw them out in the yard, man. Watermelons grow everywhere. And that's just not going to happen. So why would I put myself in a position where I'm going to do something that has absolutely zero value to me? I don't do things that have zero value to me, bro. It's a waste of time. Complete and total waste of time. See, I think the term that defines us best, men, is selfish bastards. Selfish bastards is the term that defines us best. And it's really because we do prioritize ourselves. Now, are there people who are going to benefit from us prioritizing ourselves? Yes. There are people around us in our immediate family and our, in our immediate circle. They're going to benefit from us prioritizing ourselves, because self-prioritization means that we do everything in our power to elevate ourselves through the levels of life. And there's some people around us who are going to benefit from that. But we are indeed selfish bastards. That's just who we are. That's just our thing, man. So again, you have to ask yourself, what type of man do you want to be? What type of man do you want to be? What type of man do you live to be? You know what I'm saying, man? What type of man are you building your life to be? The things that you do in life, how they contributing to you being that man. What kind of man would you die to be? You understand? What principle is so strong within you that you'll die before you go against it? And what type of man are you built to be? What type of man are you built to be? Are you built to be an alpha male? Hey, yo, appreciate the $10 super chat. Bro, say, what's the alpha perspective on dating apps? I mean, my perspective on dating apps, man, is, I guess, man, if if that's the way that you have to interact with women, man, because listen, I'm never going to speak against male-female interaction. I mean, we're men, we interact with females. But I just feel like every man, is in a position where he's coming in contact with enough females already in his regular life. Me, myself, for me, it's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Now, unless you plan on going out of the country, you know what I'm saying? And you actually, let's say you plan on going to Ghana and you on like an African dating site, you know what I'm saying? An African dating app rather. And you like, hey man, you're trying to link up with somebody. So when you touch down, man, you know what I'm saying? You'll have some barriers about yourself and have a little bad chick to show you around and those type of things. That's totally different. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? You plan on going to, Madagascar, or you plan on going to, wherever. You plan on going to Brazil, wherever you plan on going. It's cool. I think it's a great way, man, to meet people in an area that you can't meet. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a great way, but out of the country. But as far as like really being active in them joints, man, like really being on there, man, going in and out of profiles and doing all that, man, and meeting chicks, for me, it's a waste of time. I don't have the time dedicated to that type of shit. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? If you got the time for it, man, I mean, I really ain't against it, bro. Let me tell you something. I ain't against nothing that a man does in his interaction with women. I ain't against nothing that a man does in his interaction with women. As long as he don't sell himself short, as long as he don't compromise his own manhood and masculinity, and as long as he don't pedestalize the woman above himself and treat her like the prize. Anything else, man, everything goes. See, a lot of these dudes are against women. I'm not against women. I'm against the way men interact with women. That's why I always talk about building yourself to the best version of yourself, the most paid version of yourself, the fittest, meanest, leanest version of yourself, so you can be the most confident version of yourself, and therefore you can, interact with women from a level of, hey, I'm the prize. No matter who you are, no matter how fine you are, no matter how much paper you got, no matter how good you smell, girl, I'm the prize. All these things you're doing right here, you're supposed to have that all together when you come to me because I'm the prize. You got cats, man, man, let me tell you something, bro. I'll give you an example. Fell through on a chick one time, man. Now, this was after I had been, she was just a head doctor, man. I just should go up to her office and just get my brains blown at the office, man. I used to go to her office, man, probably about maybe once or twice every 2 weeks. It wasn't a regular weekly thing, but maybe about 2 or 3 times a month, just spread out through the month. I just go to the office, man, and get my brains blown, man. Man, she was bad with it. You know what I'm saying? A little chocolate chick, man. Beautiful face, man. Cat eyes, man. Eyes slanted like she was high. You know what I'm saying? Little button nose, man. I'm talking about, man, best set of lips, man, I've ever seen in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? If I was a kisser, man, I've been kissing her all the time. And just look, the thrill. Now, she was good at it. She was good at what she did, but the thrill was looking at her face, man. Like her face was already exotic. And then the way the shape of her face, the way it changed when she was blowing my brains, made it even more exotic. And so I just like look at her doing her thing, man. But make a long story short, man. So this one time I fell through her crib. One time, man. Listen, this went on, man, for at least about a year. Man, said maybe a little bit longer. Man, I went to her crib one time, man. I went to her crib, man. She wasn't dolled up the same way. You know what I'm saying? When I go to her office, man, she was bad, fly. I'm talking about, man, listen, coldest thing on the compound, literally. It wasn't even close. Coldest thing on the compound by far. Everybody knew it. You know what I'm saying? I got a little hate from them niggas about it, but, it wasn't really nothing. But man, she didn't put herself together right, man. And I fell through, man. I ain't just turned right back around and leave out, man. But I was like, shit, Shawty, you look a whole lot different when you're at work. You took dressing down to a new level, didn't you? She said, yeah, I'm just at home chilling and blah, 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 and whoop the whoop. Man, I sat there, man, and chopped it up with her, man, about 10, 15 minutes. I said, hey, look, Shawty, I'm gonna holler at you next time. I see you at the job. You know what I'm saying? She was like, man, you going already? You don't want, you don't want no. She walked me she came up to me, man. I was about to head to the door, man. She came up, man, grabbing all on me, man, grabbing on my wood, pulling all on my wood, man, trying to pull my zipper down and all that shit. But she blew me. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting brain from her was a high for me. She blew my high. You know what I'm saying? I fell through, man, and she ain't have her shit together, man. And I mean, she wasn't looking all throw it away, but I mean, I was just used to seeing her a certain way. Seeing her that way is what aroused me. Seeing her the way she was at the crib didn't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? And so I told her, I said, look, Shawty, I just come by the crib. I just come by the job because, you know what I'm saying? Like, my wood, it responds to the way you look at the job. He ain't with this right here. You know what I'm saying? She was like, well, I can, I'm like, nah, I'm like, shit, you done ruined it now, Shawty. You know what I'm saying? And I dipped on her, man. You know what I'm saying? I probably fell through a job maybe 2 or 3 more times after that, man. But then it would blow because it wasn't the same no more. Because when I was looking at her now, I was picking out shit, like remembering how she looked when I saw her at the crib, and I was comparing it. So she wasn't exotic like that no more to me because I caught her ass slipping, and she let me see her slipping. And I was like, man, shit, that was over. So maybe about 2 or 3 more times, man, I tried it, man. Then I was like, man, shit, I just blocked her, man. Blocked on everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? And, my thing is this, man. As far as the dating apps go, man, I see somebody say, man, you have to have a way with words. Man, I'm not finna erase my jewels on no chicks on no online site, man. Bitch, she might not even be the same chick that's in the pictures. And that's my thing about it, man. There's too much game going on online, man. You see a chick pictures, man, and you realize, man, they either pictures from 10 years ago or they pictures of her teenage daughter, man. Yeah, man, I ain't got time for that, man. I don't play that game. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I ain't really got time to sift through a woman games, man. That's why I like to deal with women head up, one-on-one, face-to-face, because this alpha energy and this vernacular and just my overall demeanor gonna break down all that foolishness, man, and I'm gonna be dealing with the straight-up woman, whoever she is, right there in front of me. So, this is, to sum this all up, brothers, I'm gonna sum this all up with this, man. You have to ooze masculinity. We live in a society that's trying to suppress masculinity, but it's not trying to suppress masculinity. It's trying to prevent us from exuding masculinity. It don't want to kill masculinity. It just doesn't want us to show it. It wants us to be masculine on our own time. But us, those of us who are built to be alpha, man, we ooze that pure rough edge masculinity. It's going to come out of us regardless. No matter where we at, you're going to see it, you're going to hear it, and your baby mama going to feel it. That's just the bottom line, man. The way the world is structured right now is that the men who are not built for this are going to go along to get along, and they're going to act less masculine. They're going to suppress their own masculinity. Women are not trying to suppress masculinity. They want men to suppress it because women can't suppress masculinity. They can only influence men to suppress their own masculinity. And that's what these men are doing. Us, we don't play that. Yeah, man, them filters are crazy, bro. Macmillion, appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. Macmillion say, man, just want to give a shout out and help keep the movement going. Keep doing your thing. I like what you've been doing. No doubt, Mac, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the super chat, man. So, it's one of those things, man, where, and listen to what I'm saying. We're talking about the filters right now. Just imagine how serious those filters are. And I want y'all to think about this. Look at the story I just told you about. This chick didn't have no filter on. I saw her, and then I saw her without being dolled up, and I didn't want no parts of it. I mean, the thing is, she didn't get ugly all of a sudden, but she was just plain. Now the crazy thing is, she was cute enough and fine enough. Wherever I had saw her the first time playing like that, I probably would have cut her. You know what I'm saying? At least probably still got some brain out of her. But since I saw her dolled up before, and that's why I say all the time, a woman say she want to be with an alpha, but she don't, because she gonna be with alpha. She got to be dolled up every day, whether she want to or not, especially on some cohabitation shit. That's why I tell her, man, you ruin a woman's chances of pleasing you when you cohabitate with her, because you are going to see her looking throwed at some point, and then that's gonna be it. Women don't understand how bad that scars a man. They don't understand how bad that scars a man. I had a chick one time, man, fell through the crib, man. She literally would not, she didn't want me to cut the light on, man. Literally, she didn't want me to, literally, bro, from the time she walked in, when she got ready to get out of her clothes, man, you know what I'm saying? Well, when I got her, when I was getting her out of her clothes, man, she stopped me, man, want me to cut the light off. I like, cut the light off what? I can't see shit with the light off. She said, that's the point of cutting the light off. I said, man, I'm not finna be in here no damn dark. Already, man, my wood going down. I was like, man, this shit crazy, man. Come to find out, man, she had a couple of, she had the tiger stripe, few tiger stripe stretch marks on her booty, man. And other than that, man, that was it. She didn't want me to see a tiger stripe stretch marks on her booty, man. I was like, man, but I respected that. I respected her trying to cover up something that she thought might have turned me out, but it wasn't bad, man. Like it was magnified in her eyes, man. It was one of those things where she wouldn't have pointed out, man. I may or may not have noticed, but it wasn't even noticeable like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But by time I calmed that down on that, man, it was over, man. You know what I'm saying? We went in there, man. She rolled me up a couple B's, man, and I pulled up a drink, man, and we just chill, man. I mean, she ended up coming back through. I ended up cutting again, but that time it was over. See, me, I'm not a man that's gonna press an issue. It's a woman's job to keep me entertained, to keep me engaged with her. Once she does something, man, to kill the engagement, man, I'm not gonna try to turn it back on. It's over. Her punishment for doing whatever she did to kill the engagement is that whatever was finna go on ain't gonna go on. She gotta wait till next time, if there is a next time. That's my interaction with women. See, that's alpha shit. And it ain't about no game. It's just about my overall interaction with women is different because my overall outlook on myself is different. I interact with women like that because of my outlook on myself, not because of my outlook on them. It ain't about no game. It ain't about trying to win. It ain't about trying to have more women. It's about the way, man, that, hey, there's going to be consequences and repercussions for everything a woman does in my life, bro. Everything. Is either going to be good or bad? Is either going to be beneficial or counterproductive? It's going to be one or the other. There's going to be something that takes place for every decision she made. I'm either going to reward her or I'm going to punish her. And that's the reality of it. Brothers, I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. Yo, did a nigga just come in here and say Dookish thing, man? Nigga D Slump came in and said Dookish thing, man. Yeah, that mean, bro. I don't know. It must have been something I said, man. J Al, what's good, brother? Appreciate $10 super chat, brother. Say what's happening, Dr. BOA. It's like getting fresh fries every time out the grease. Once you eat it cold, you don't want it no more. Salute to you, man. Hey, that's real talk, bro. Great analogy. It's just like that. Getting fresh fries every time out the grease. Once you eat it cold, man, it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's done. It's kind of like going to your favorite restaurant, man, your favorite steak restaurant. Every time you go in there, man, that boy is succulent. I'm talking about it's succulent. You go in there that one time, man, you get it, man, that boy chew like rubber. Man, it's going to be a while before you go back there. If you ever go back, it's going to be a while. That's just the reality of it. So, we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this thing on up, man. We've been in the boy about an hour and a half, man. Yeah, man. Then we're gonna have to slide, man. Then we're gonna have to slide with the content pack in the morning, man. I got to get this one. Got to get this one to the Patreon fam, man. I'll leave it up, man. I'll leave it up for a couple of hours more, man. I'll leave it up for a couple of hours, man. But I got to pull it on down, man. I hate to have some up, man, then slide it over to the Patreon fam, man. So we're gonna get ready to slide on out of here, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing no channel with that stuff on it all. Lone Wolf. Not right now. I'm gonna leave it up for a little while, man. But it's gonna slide to Patreon, man. I mean, by the time you wake up in the morning, it'll be on Patreon. But I'm gonna leave it up for a couple of hours, man, just so everybody who was in here who came in late didn't get a chance to listen, man. I'll get to you on the playback, man. I'll let you listen to it on the playback, man, for a few hours, man, before I take it down. Oh yeah, he said she was trying to hide the Dookie stain when she tried to cut the light off. And that was a good one, bro. That was a good one. Say, look, man, I appreciate all the super chat, man. Appreciate all the support, man. Appreciate all the membership join, man. Appreciate all the Patreon fam, man. I got some great pieces coming up for y'all on Patreon tomorrow, man. So y'all be looking for that, man, on the new tiers, man. Got some great stuff coming up, man. You know, this Patreon content about to get raw. So appreciate y'all coming through, man. Let's get on out of here, man. The Sun Player, man. D. Fleming's my brother. I appreciate you being in the joint, man. Working the wrench. Didn't have to turn into the Grinch. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, man, y'all put God first and keep grinding and growing, my brothers. Peace.
You know, your bitch want me to come through. She said she think of me when she with you. She really want a man to treat her right. And I can be the man la mama need for tonight. Your bitch want me to come through. She's self-employed.